Hey guys, what's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all see me? It's not. It's a little chilly. It's not bad. It was like 77 today, but it's getting down like 39 at night, so it's getting cold. But got that good old fire going. We needed it, didn't we? It's nice and warm. But anyway, guys, I wanted to come on. I got like 5 videos I need to load. I've been doing a lot of videos, and I need to get them going for y'all guys. I got thumbnails I need to make, but a couple of Sebastians, one on Darman, Stephanie Darman with the new stuff that's come out. I did a little updating on Ronald Dumas Jr., nothing out there. Nikki McCann, nothing out there. Susan Simpson, nothing out there. We're going to go back and search for her again on Thursday morning before we got some other searches we're going to go do that are, we'll let y'all know after, but we got some stuff coming up into this week that we need to do. I think the weather's going to really be perfect for it. Supposed to be high 70s, perfect weather, no rain, sunshine. It'll be really good, I think. We'll be able to we got some cold cases we're going to go work on that are close to the area, less than an hour. We're going to take y'all with us on those. We got some other stuff coming up. We're just going to keep on digging on everything and try to get as much done as we can, so that if we can start getting some of these other cases, try to get them at least, put our time in on some of these other ones that we've been kind of pushing off. Some of the cold cases I used to work on a lot, almost every one of my days off, and then now we started searching other areas and out of state and things like that, and it's really taken away. So I need to dedicate a few days to go back to these cold cases. I want to get back into Lady Bird Lake. I want to go down there. I want to film down there for y'all guys one night late, show y'all what it's like out there at night, give y'all a feeling of what it's like over there and how creepy it is. There's some of those things that I really want to do, because y'all know me, the Lady Bird Lake case, I've been on it, and I got a little bit more new, not a lot, but I want to, do another overlook of it, and now add these new two bodies that have been found to it. And because I think it was like 14 or 15 now, so. And then I want to talk a little again about Caleb Harris. I need to talk about Harley Morris, because I talked a little bit about it today in one of the Sebastian videos, but I needed to do a video for Harley for the new flyer. They're going to be passing out flyers on March 29th. They're in Tyler, Texas. I'm waiting on the flyer to get to me so I can post it on a thumbnail for y'all guys. As soon as I get it, I will. I'll probably change the thumbnail on this video to the flyer as soon as I get it. I'm waiting on an email right now. But we're going to do a search down there on the 29th of March. Anybody in that Tyler, Texas area that wants to come help us, y'all come on, guys. We'll be there. Me and Ruby will be there. Maybe we can grab something to eat or something, or some snacks or something, and visit a little bit while we search. And, some target areas that I've received that I want to look at. I'm trying to get into this Find Harley organization to where I can help. But, it's always that they have to reach out, right? I can't reach out to everyone. I try, but I might not always be reaching out to the right person. So sometimes I need people to reach out too. And that's what doing these videos sometimes help, is that they figure it out and then they reach out, right? I know I have one of y'all in here from Find Harley, and that's the one that's been helping me a lot. And I want to, try to get as many people and spread awareness as much as we can for March 29th, Tyler, Texas. Let's check it out. If y'all are going to be in that area, if you're in that area, if you can come to that area that day, come on, help us out. We're just, it's going to be a lot of, if you just want to pass out flyers and not search, pass out flyers. There's going to be a lot of stuff. They're trying to get everything organized to do it. There's some areas I want to look at. Hopefully the weather will prevail that day, I pray. But one way or another, it's still the day to bring awareness for Harley Morris. He's been missing over a year now, and that's a long time. So we need to, it was a year, January 21st, or 22nd, however you want to look at it. He was seen 3:09 in the morning, I think. No, it was the 21st, that's right. He went out on the 20th, last seen on the 21st that morning at 3:09, and then a little bit after that on 29th Street, and he asked for directions, and that was it. When he left the 50 Ground Lounge, that's really the last surveillance footage we've seen. We haven't seen the other footage. They've never posted it. So I don't know where he was seen exactly. I know it was somewhere around 29th, and then somewhere around there he asked for directions. I wish they would put out more of the exact location so we could Google Earth that and find out what's right there in that exact area. I like to see things on my phone before I go, or on my computer before I go to that area, so I kind of have a little layout of it. I think that his mother's done a wonderful job. She really has. She's orchestrated a lot, like the water search. You know, she's trying to do this as much as she can on her own, and it's tough, right? And even though 29, I think he'd be 30 now. Yeah, he would be 30 now. It's still a mama's baby, right? You never get too old to be mama's baby. And this is truly a mother that has been looking for her son every day in some way. She's out there as much as she can be, but she picked up and moved from Florida to Tyler, Texas, just to be able to search for her son. I wish Katie and them would have done the same. I wish little Stephanie Darman family would have done the same. She doesn't care who says what. It doesn't matter to her. She's on a mission, and her mission is to find Harley. And that's how all these cases should be. That's how all these parents should be. And a lot of them are. I'm not taking that away, but I'm saying there's some lately that are not adding up their stories, right? In this case, Mama's story has always added up to me. I agree. I mean, I admit that in the beginning of this, I did feel a little bit maybe that the father had something to do with this. In the back of my head, I still have a little hunch of that. The only one thing that I want to say, and I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings by saying this, but when we look at cases, we have to look at the whole picture, right? And we have to go by some of the things that were said by one of the other parents, right? The only ones talking. The mother did say, remember, that a girlfriend, Nicole, had told her that the father, that her and Harley had been having their arguments or whatever because the father had been making advances at her. I'm not saying that's true, but there's a little bit of truth to everything that comes out usually, whether it be the truth of a lie or the truth of the truth, right? It's some form of way that something made them say this. And so that's why I always look at that. And when the mother said that, I immediately was like, okay, he left his phone with his dad. It was dead on 4%. So he had no phone. He called his dad at 1 or 1:30 to say he was coming home, but he didn't leave the bar till after 3. There's just so many things that ran through my head. Like, was he calling his father to tell him he needed a ride? And then he never came through, fell back asleep, whatever. Or we know the girlfriend was home with the dad. Now, I'm just saying, what if something like that had all happened? And this is just a theory. That's always been at the back of my head, because that taco place is telling me something, and I don't know why. Nothing ever tells me nothing, but for some reason, that taco place seems to be trying to tell me something. And I think it's because it closes at 3 a.m. And he left that bar, which is right down the road, at 3:09. Which, when somebody closes like that at a restaurant at 3 a.m., there's still a few people in there. They got to wait for them to leave. They still got to clean up. They still got to, so they don't leave right at 3, right? So that's why I always thought, okay. He stayed till a couple minutes after 3, and then he was walking down there to go to that place by the college, that taco place, because he was going to meet somebody he knew. Or say that the dad was making advances, and she didn't want to put up with it, and then Harley wasn't wanting to stand up to his dad because they're like best friends. So then maybe he said, well, hey, we'll just do it my way. You've been wanting to go to Midland anyway, because we know she ran off to Midland, Texas right after this happened. So she didn't stick around to try to find Harley. So that's what made me think, if they really were trying to work this out, and said, okay, we just got to get away from here for a little while and take a break. And now he's 29 years old. He's not a kid. So did he say, okay, the only way we can do it is just to go, right? Was that the whole plan? Was, hey, I'm going to go first. Somebody at the taco place is going to take me here, and then I got somebody taking me there, right? Is that their plan? Or I'm going to go hang out at so-and-so's for a little while until you get ready to leave to Midland in a week or whatever it was. I don't know if it was a week, but it was shortly after he vanished, she left to Midland, Texas. Supposedly with another guy or whatever, and that could have been a story they told, right? Did she go with Harley? I don't know. I'm just saying he's never been found, and they've never been able to prove foul play. There was never any evidence on the street or anything like he did get hit by a vehicle. But then again, I mean, I don't know. If you hit somebody and knock them up in the grass, then yeah, they might not. I don't know if they searched that entire area every step of it. I don't think so. I don't think they did a great job on it. They might have, but I'm hearing that they didn't really do that good of a job. So could they have missed something? I always say anybody can miss anything. I never knock the police. I mean, they do their job, but sometimes I think in this case, 29 years old, and they didn't find him laying somewhere in a field, hit by a car or something, and they didn't find him in a water hole, or they didn't find his shoes floating in a pond, or, and have to drain it. And none of that happened. And to them, he's 29 years old. He was having problems at home. Maybe they know more than we know. And maybe the girlfriend did tell him, hey, he was making it. Maybe all that got worked out, and that's why it never got brought up again. I don't know. But we still have to find him. And I had even thought about that. I have a lot of friends in Midland, Texas. I've done a lot of oil field work in Midland, Texas. That's a lot of oil field in that town. And I'm very familiar with that place. I ate at that Wings and More place a lot there. I love that place. Wings and More is so good. And they got a barbecue place really good, too. And a steakhouse really good. Midland is a nice little city. It's a little small oil field city out in the middle of the desert where the tumbleweeds blow. It is. It is really a rough part of Texas. It's hard to live there. It's freezing in the winter and hot and dry desert in the summer. Literally, there's tumbleweeds rolling around all the time over there. Believe me, it's bad. Always dust storms, windy, bad. Yeah, but, it's not that far from Tyler, Texas. And that's another thing. It's not that far. I don't know. I've always sensed that something bad happened, but I could be wrong. I mean, can even mama say, no, you couldn't do what you did? No, he's 29. So we have to look at both ways. Do I feel that way? No, that's just kind of always been in the back of my head. Like maybe he did burn off with her because she did leave right after. So that made me think, maybe they did try to start all over. I don't know. So that I can't really say. All I can say is that he's missing right now. He has not been located. Not a peep, a sign of him, nothing. He completely vanished in thin air, if you want to say vanished. He vanished in thin air. Over a year and still nothing. Not even a shoe or a hat, nothing was found. And those shoes are like Crocs. So if he'd have went in the water, they'd have floated. And they'd be on the side of the bank somewhere. That's what I've always said, and that's why I hope they search those water areas really good around the edges, because those black shoes would blend in with the lot, especially if there was a lot of moss or seaweed in that water and it got built up on there, and kind of held the shoe to where it didn't look like a shoe. You just got to check all those things. That's what we check. We check a lot of water's edges, and you just never know, because a lot of things will float. And so you have to, hats, things like that, a lot of times will wash up on the bank, right? Go walk on the beach, Port Aransas, Texas. A lot of stuff washes up. Ice chests, all kinds of stuff all the time washes up. You'd be surprised. So, I mean, anything, check it anywhere and everywhere, right? That's what you got to do. But there's a lot of rural areas out there, too. It is on the other side of town from where he lived, and he had never been to that 50 Ground Lounge before. That's what really rang a bell to me. Was this some kind of plan? Because he had never been that way before. And it was clearly across town. Did he have people show up to play pool because he wanted to vanish? I mean, I don't know. I really don't. Did he leave his phone behind because he wanted? I don't know. Maybe he wanted to start over. I don't know. But if he did a damn good job of it, because not a soul knows where he is, except for himself and maybe one other person. I don't know. Or if it was college kids, and more than one probably know. If it was somebody from that bar, they know. If it was the ones that went to play pool, they know. But we don't yet. But I think if they figured like they had something to do with it, they would kind of be in the mix, right? And they may have 4 or 5 suspects. I don't know. But all I do know is that he needs to be found, and awareness needs to be spread for him. And what a better way? March 29th, Flyer Day, right? That's a good day, because now I'm turning it into Flyer Day and Search Day, because we're going to go search a few areas, and whoever comes and shows up can go with us. Right? Go with us. Y'all going to have to stand back a little bit, but, after we search, we could visit, chat, whatever. Whatever happens. We can hang out, talk, visit. If y'all have time, if people want to come, if you can come that day. I don't know. I just found out. So I know it's March 29th. I'll double check and make sure that is the date and it's not going to move. I'm waiting on the flyer. I'll post it on the thumbnail. I'll probably wait and post this video a little later. And then we'll go from there. But, if you're going to be in the area, please help. And keep his name out there. Let's keep his face out there. And we should do it the same for all of them. All the missing, the runaways' voices. There's a possibility that he did run away. That's why I always say, even the runaways deserve to be searched for. But a lot of times when it is a runaway, they do come back. Very seldom do they stay gone forever. I mean, it usually doesn't pan out that way. They usually do come back, or if they don't come back, they're probably not really a runaway. There's probably something different that happened, right? Like Sebastian Case or Summer Wells. Like, we don't feel that they ran away. I mean, Summers, at least the dogs followed her scent, but dogs didn't pick up not one lick of scent outside that home. Anywhere outside that door, front door, back door, there was no scent trail of him. So he didn't go out the back door, he didn't go out the front door. So I don't know if he flew out the chimney like Santa Claus or what, because he didn't go out of front or back door according to those dogs. And here, he was seen walking out. He's seen on camera more than once. 3:09 a.m. I've seen the footage. He's walking right out of that club by that little gray Toyota pickup right there. He walks up to that truck that has its headlights on, pauses for a second, and then takes off on the sidewalk north. And then I think the last visual sighting is somewhere around that Torchy Tacos or Troy's Tacos or whatever it is, Torrey's Tacos. It's right there by the campus, the college campus, because he was on the college side of town. And he never really went to that. He never had been to that club. So I guess you could say he'd never been to that area, I guess. And then he tries to walk at 3-something in the morning after drinking all night. That's what's weird. The people that took him didn't take him home. Something's not adding up. But anyway, let's keep the awareness alive, guys. We love y'all, guys. We appreciate all y'all's wonderful comments. Remember, allegedly, these are all my opinions, my theories, my speculation, my free speech, not to reflect the channel. Y'all's comments, y'all's alone, not to reflect the channel. We do our research together because we're a big-hearted little family. Trigger warning times 100 million. Justice for Harley Morris, Flyer Day, March 29th, 2025. Be there if you want to help. You can email me if you're coming. That'd be great. We'll put you on a list. I'm making a list now of who wants to come. And we'll hopefully we can get a few people together at least, so we can do a little search for a couple of hours or 4 hours. Somebody, if anybody knows how to run a drone that's coming, please, that'd be great. I can bring the small ones or the large drone, doesn't matter. I have those little hand-sized drones. I got 2 of them, a white one and a black one. And I got the camera attachments and all that for them now. They got the lights on them. So if it was dark, we're going to probably do everything during the daylight hours though. So especially if somebody knows how to run drones, that'd be absolutely great. Because I got a little monitor, like a 29-inch that I can set up and run it off of a little portable, like a chargeable battery pack thing that's like a little mini generator. I can run it off of there and you can watch the screen, or somebody can sit with you and watch the screen if somebody wants to come help. So anyway, guys, we're going to plan it as it goes. March 29th is going to be here before we know it. So we need to at least see if anybody wants to help. But keep awareness, keep everything alive. We love y'all guys. We'll talk to you on the next one. Justice for Harley Morris. All right, bye.